So State and Uni got started 2015. It's probably really when I started to get real serious about it and have these conversations of I wanted to do this, I wanted to take it on. I didn't know if it was going to happen inside of Kephart or if I was going to do it out on my own. With our workforce, we had more and more of these employees, the skilled labor, these cutlers, retiring out, walking out of the door. And with the new technologies, a lot of it had become more operators than cutlers. And it's a skilled labor that we were losing. It's something that always had resonated with me in that having our own shop, to not create product on the scale of what Cutco does for us, but more of specialty, one-off, even refurbish older knives and be cutlers again. So it started as I bought a grinder and just set it up here and started using that, learned how to sharpen knives and how to shape some things, and that was kind of the starting point of the apex of when we got into, we can do this. We just need a space, and we need some equipment, and we need some learn more expertise, but we can do this. Custom knives have been around for ever since they started making knives. There was custom knives. And then you have different levels of knife makers. This would probably be more mid-tech here, where you're using the aid of equipment to get you parts to make a finalized part that may be hand-finished. Where we've really found our niche is a lot of it's one-off fixed blades. So they had a K-bar, they had their grandfather's K-bar, their father's K-bar, but now we can make it look however you want. It doesn't have to have a certain coating on it. It doesn't have to have a certain material for the guard. We've had people want to buy, 100 pieces of a certain style knife with a certain coloring that represents maybe a certain American conflict over the years. We've done old style and Eck knives that no longer exist or no longer in vogue, and we've gone back and learned how to make this wood handle in this shape and how to slot the handle, put the knife in, pour the rivets, do all those things. So it's fun and educational for us at the same time, and challenging. But at the same time, the product that comes out the back and then the expertise we gain is just immeasurable. We were getting to the point of we wanted to be able to make folders, small batches, but high-end folders. At the same time, we had started a relationship with Arlie Ermy, Gunny, and he wanted a challenge coin. The thought there was, if we're going to do a K-bar challenge coin, make it out of a K-bar. And I cut off the tang and I cut off the front of these blades and started shaping them into like almost a little dog tag shape. Well, in that had the tang stamps, had the blood groove, but you grind off the end of the blood groove there so it's open, and you got this shape. And as I'd sit there, hold it and play with it and start looking at it, and a little bit longer, this could be a knife blade. So I started messing with cutting the ends off K-bars, cutting the tang off and drilling some holes in it and seeing if I could get this to work into a folder blade. And it did. The geometry worked. It was perfect. So I sketched it up by hand in pencil, and I have that drawing still. That's dated 2015 when that drawing was done. The knife turned out perfect. It was just a really cool knife. And what the State and Union shop has really allowed us to do is to get back to our roots and become cutlers. A lot of the art that is lost or walked out of the door, retired, left our companies, never to be seen again. We've got a chance to rebirth it and bring it back and make sure that that is a lesson that's passed forward and we teach to another generation of knife makers.